Today we're going to reveal the base Stars and Klaus used in Legends League last season, and maybe you can use these bases to your advantage this season. Here is the base that Klaus used last season. It is a compact anti-2 base with double poison tower. Really good at, capitalizing on any mistakes an attacker might make. Now I'm just going to get out there and say it. The replays you're going to see in today's video, there are definitely mistakes in it, and that's kind of symptomatic of what Legends League was like in September above 6,000 trophies, where Stars and Klaus both were. Because honestly, some of these attacks aren't amazing. Nice quad invis here, but as you can see, the defensive queen's gonna come out and finish off the warden. So warden goes down, still gets really good value though, and some of the time you'll find with super witches that they're able to get the 3-star from here. But not in this attack here. As I was saying though, it was so hard to defend that we didn't have many replays to pick from Stars and Klaus. In fact, across almost all of Stars' accounts, from the last 2 days of the Legends League season, I think he shared 2 defensive replays with us. Kind of crazy how few defenses you're getting. Now, I'm not going to hide from it. This guy has accidentally put down a jump spell where he meant to put down the poison spell. So that's definitely going to aid in this defensive replay. But the druids in this replay are doing maxed healing. This is pre-nerf. This is from the September season. And the fact that you could stop this at all is kind of crazy. So the Super Witches and the Yetis now, with the Druids coming into the middle, don't have the Rage Gem, but the Druids definitely do plenty of healing. So it's not really an issue half of the time. Get through the wall. The Royal Champion's on the top side, setting a good funnel. And look at this, despite everything that's gone wrong, the attacker Galactico here is putting up a solid fight. And maybe this can show you guys, yeah, obviously these bases aren't perfect, but what base was? It was so hard to defend. The Eagle Artillery putting in massive work here. So the links for these bases will be down in the description below. I think these bases will do much better, particularly this one, more so than Stars one, but these bases will do much better in the October season with the nerf to the Druids coming in, but I guess that we will see in time. But yeah, as I'm saying, not perfect defenses here. Definitely some mistakes from the attacker, but that's the way you defended in September. Now here is the base Stars is running. I really like this base now. It has been around for a little bit, but it's one of the bases people seem to consistently struggle with, because with a core like this, there's just so much that can go wrong, and more importantly, it's hard to get the same exact attack every time you hit the base. The repeatability, that's the word I'm looking for, is quite low. So we've got the king trying to set a funnel on the right hand side. He tried to get the queen to go to the town hall. She did not, but does a really good job here of sending the queen back to the town hall, and she finishes that off. King's doing the best he can on the right hand side, and even though this entry wasn't perfect, it does look a bit better now. Pop the warden ability. For some reason, the warden was off in Narnia trying to follow the queen there, so he's quite low on hit points, but we get into the center of the base, and there you go. We've got the overgrowth spell on the far right hand side, minimizing the damage on our troops. The Royal Champion is putting in big work, and it's looking like a normal Root Rider spam at this point. Obviously, lots of druids here, and we're probably going to see less of the Rage Gem version of Root Riders in October because of the nerf, obviously, to the druid. More likely to see something like the Healing Tome. This attacker here actually brings a healing spell as well for the Valks, which I don't hate, except for the fact that the healing spell got next to no value here. Somehow the Royal Champions ended up on the complete other side of the base, and this attack is just gonna fall apart because there's so much damage, particularly splash damage in the core of this base, or multi-target damage, I should say. Lots of giant bombs. I believe both bomb towers are in there. Multi-infernos. Giant bombs. I think I've said it all, but regardless, lots of damage in the core that the Healing Tome might have been able to deal with, but not the now nerfed druids. And look at that, Stars gets a defense above 6,000 trophies. Crazy. I try not to do this too often, but have a look at this. In the last 28 days of our viewers, 81% of you aren't subscribed. Now, ultimately, it is your YouTube account. It's up to you what you do with it. But the subscription costs you nothing, and it does help us out. Particularly if you watch a lot of our videos, I would definitely recommend doing it. Helps us out. Just a nice way of giving back. Otherwise, we're going to keep doing our thing. Let's get back into the video. Now we'll finish off the video with the one last replay here on Klaus's base. The attacker's kind of figuring out where to come in from. And the reason I like this base is it's quite compact and it just confuses attackers with the fireball. This attacker's got 2 invis spells here. He's going to try and redirect the fireball, but ultimately fail. I believe he's trying to get to the ricochet cannon here, or maybe even the poison tower. I forget which. I guess we'll see in a second. Yeah, the poison tower. But look, doesn't get the mortar down. And yeah, oof, feels bad, and then the warden goes down as well. So obviously, a mistake from the attacker, a pretty critical mistake at that. Doesn't get any value because he earthquakes in the wrong spot. But, you know, that's the only way you could defend in the September season. But there's a good chance this base and Stars' base will defend better this season. Stars' base, obviously pretty good versus Root Riders, particularly when Root Riders were meta. This one's a bit more well-rounded. So if you're getting hit by Root Riders a lot, maybe use a Stars base, but this one is a little less known. The Stars base has been around a couple of seasons now. I'm sure Stars has made a few adjustments to it in terms of traps, and so be it. But yeah, most people have hit that base for a while now, and look, this hit is completely falling apart. Now, if you want, say, a base pack that is endorsed by Stars, tested by Stars, and built by some of the other builders from the Na'Vi team, that includes End and Dimmer, then we've got the perfect base for you, because Stars has the limited base pack that is aimed at helping players get into high Legends League. I'll put the link for it down in the description below. Hopefully we can also show a graphic of it during this attack, because this attack is going terribly. But just, yeah, the Stars limited base pack, I believe a new one came out recently for that, and you definitely want to get your hands on it, because there might be a chance, at least before the event starts and everyone gets the Halloween troops, there might be a chance to defend and move your way up the leaderboards. I guess we'll find out what the event troops are. Will it be mashup troops? Will the lava loon come back? I have seen a lava loon graphic on some of the graphics that came with this month's event, so there's definitely going to be a lava loon. Whether it's as a troop, I guess we'll have to find out. But yeah, look, this hit completely falls apart despite all of these druids trying their best. The fact that it gets this close honestly says everything you need to know about the September season, and why we don't really have a lot of great defensive replays in today's video. Because if you did a good attack, you didn't fail. You didn't fail. Like, I can't show you guys good defenses because they don't exist above 6,000 trophies. But if you want the base links, both of them will be down in the description below. In my opinion, the best CC at the moment is 2 Ice Golems, 3 Headhunters, and 2 Gobs, but you can also run the triple Ice Golem CC.